Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm trying to blow my PC up with a bunch of high quality, super realistic looking Unreal Engine experiences. Now these things I'm going to be looking at today aren't games per se, there's no real objective in anything that we're looking at today. These are slices of Unreal Engine capability. These things have been created to show what the Unreal Engine can do, whether that's Unreal Engine 4 or 5. Some of these have been built to sell assets. They are examples of assets that you can buy in the Unreal Store, and people have grouped them together to make these environments to sell packages of assets to other developers. So don't expect any gameplay in today's video. This really is just a test to see what these experiences look like in VR with the Unreal Engine VR mod. And really just to put it on you guys' radar that you don't have to play games with the UEVR mod. There are tons of these hyper-realistic looking experiences that you can just wander through in VR using the UEVR mod. Now this is my first taste of anything like this, and I have to say, this is absolutely stunning. I mean, this is probably the most realistic, like, forest jungle environment I've ever seen inside a video game. I know it's not a video game, it's, you know, kind of just a visual graphics experience, but this is something incredibly impressive. Look at the lighting. I've got into this dark area now, and it's, look at the shadows! Oh! Oh, what? Oh my god, it even has a scary nighttime mode. Look at this! This is terrifying. It didn't even warn me. It just slowly became nighttime, and now all of a sudden I'm engulfed in darkness in a terrifying forest. I didn't expect a horror game today. Actually, I say that. I did download a cemetery. A spooky cemetery, so we'll check that one out in a mo. Right, I really want to get back to the daytime, please, because this looks amazing, but it's not great for showing off just how incredible this experience looks. It looks much nicer in the daytime. Can we go back to daytime, please? I don't want to do spooky forest anymore. I'm not feeling the spooky forest anymore. Come on, back to daytime, please. There we go, back to glorious daytime, so we can really breathe in how incredible this experience looks. Now this one has two different game modes in it. The first one is what I was just playing, which was called Forest Field. Now this one's called Forest Path, and you literally have to follow a set path to the top of the hill. I won't go the whole way because I do have other experiences I want to show today, but I mean, come on, look at this. If you just want to jump in and see something beautiful in VR, or maybe just unwind in an environment, I know some people use VR in that way, you know, like just kind of go to places that they maybe can't go to in the real world, and escape somewhere that's... Can I jump over this? Oh, I can! There's a jump button! Oh, my word. Escape to somewhere that's a little bit more fantastical than their normal surroundings. This is perfect for that. I mean, this looks like Green Hell VR on the most steroids anyone has ever taken. It's absolutely obscene. Now, on the capture, I did notice there was kind of a weird, like, crackling, fizzy, flickery effect on the right side. I'm not seeing that inside VR, so I'm not sure what that's about. So if you are seeing that, I'm not seeing that inside the headset. I'm getting a little bit of, like, shimmer, a little bit of kind of haloing around the edges of certain objects, not all objects, but I'm sure that's something you could fix by tinkering with settings and playing around with the UEVR settings as well. But I do have this maxed out on pretty much the highest settings. I could go one step further, I think, push it to ultra, but I want to maintain, you know, somewhat decent frame rate. And right now this is about 110, 120, which is pretty impressive. Now these are free to download. I'll put some links in the description, but the best place to go is the Flat to VR Discord. In there you can see tons of them. There's a whole channel dedicated now to these kinds of experiences. I like that everything's kind of moving as well. It isn't a flat, static experience. Things are moving around. The grass is moving, the trees are moving. Feels very alive. It's some of the best visuals I've ever seen inside a VR headset. I have to say. It's you know, like Kayak is pretty high up there in terms of a native VR game. This looks better than that. There's just nothing to do in here other than jump. You know, I can jump up and down, and I think there is a sprint button, but it isn't mapped for my touch controllers, which I'm playing with right now. So I am just slowly walking around, but I think that lends to kind of breathing it all in a little bit better. Right, let's jump over to a different experience. I can't spend all day in the rainforest as much as I'd like to, because it's very, very good looking. Bloody hell. Okay, now this one looks really familiar to me. I feel like someone, a developer out there, is using this or has used this as a basis for like a body cam shooter demo. Certainly looks like that. I've seen this before somewhere else. This is Abandoned School. Now this one has no audio, so I'll stick some audio over the top. I'll put some funky music here. And in here you move really fast. It's like I'm on a skateboard. If I just gently touch my touch controller forward, I start zooming through this environment. Now this one is a lot more performance intensive than the Rainforest was. I get it. It looks beautiful. I mean, the Rainforest looked stunning as well. I'm not sure what it is that's making this one so intense. Potentially the lighting. I mean, all of these experiences are gorgeous. They boast some incredible visuals. And seeing them in VR just kind of makes me think, like, blimey, in 10 years' time, if VR isn't dead again, imagine the kinds of experiences we might have on, you know, higher-end new GPUs and new headsets that kind of push the limits of resolution. I mean, we could at some point get games that look like this as standard, just like normal. That's just normal procedure, you know. Oh, toilets! I love toilets. There they are. They looking filthy. Someone's been using them recently, even though this is an abandoned school. Yeah, this one is struggling. I can feel this one like lurching a little bit, so apologies if the capture isn't great. I'm trying to move slowly so that you can appreciate what it looks like. I don't know what this would run like on a PC that didn't have a 4090. I think some of these are going to be off limits to people with anything lower than a 40 series card, just purely because of how demanding they are in VR. And normally, like without the VR component, add VR and it's even more intense. But gee, they're just incredible. Like, I would love to play a horror game in VR that had these kind of visuals. God, if you can imagine like a scary like ghost, like a ring girl kind of ghost coming out of that closet at the back and then pushing all these tables out of the way and running towards me, and I'm like, I gotta sprint out of there, and it's chasing you through these corridors. That would be so freaking cool. I would pay big money for that game. Oh, but as it stands, just an empty school. Just a terrifying, dirty, empty school. Right, let's load up a different one. Let's go somewhere else. Holy moly, look at this one. This one looks amazing. Okay, this is the Abandoned Cemetery. I thought it would be a bit spookier than this. It doesn't look that spooky. I guess because it's like the middle of the day. It's quite bright, but it does look gorgeous. This is like Resident Evil 10. You know, we've skipped a couple of generations, and the visuals are starting to look absolutely bonkers. Now this one, again, much like the Abandoned School, is struggling somewhat to perform consistently. So I'm going to move slowly, give my PC a chance. I did say I was going to try and blow my PC up today. That is the goal. Let's see how hot we can get this 4090. Let's see how long it takes for my feet to set on fire, because the PC is down there by my feet. This looks absolutely mind-blowing. You know, some of these are looking like close to real life, and I'm just using a Quest 3. Do you know, it's fairly high resolution, but there are higher resolution VR headsets out there, although I fear pushing the resolution higher and pushing a PC with these specs even harder would probably result in it blowing up. I mean, it's fine if I stand kind of still and just look around and take it all in slowly, but it's when I start moving fast or moving my head fast that the PC's like, whoa, 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 calm down. I've got to render all this, you freak. Give me a chance. Can I go in there? Can I go in this spooky little tomb? Oh, man, this looks amazing. Jeez. I didn't even check if this game had, like, graphics options. The Rainforest did, but the Abandoned School didn't. I might check if this one does, see if I can drop things to get it to perform a little better. Right, I dropped it from epic to high, and that actually seems to have freed up a lot of overhead, and now it's running pretty damn well. I can move fairly rapidly to breathe in all these details, and it still looks absolutely stunning. So some of these experiences do have graphics options and presets that you can change. Trying to push it to the very top, even on a PC with a 4090, is asking for trouble. What is that? Bloody hell. You're not going to get spooky bird sound or something. You're not going to get the best performance, especially in VR, if you're trying to push... Flipping hell. Look at that. That is actually quite spooky. If you're trying to push these to the absolute max. So I would advise dropping them down, even to medium, because they look gorgeous. Now, for this video, I probably won't push anything lower than high. I'll try and leave everything on the high setting. But clearly, epic or ultra is not a smart choice. Now when I paused this one, oh that's amazing, to see if there were any graphics settings, I did notice there's another scenario. Did the door just open? Oh, the door just opened. Did it? Am I imagining that? Hello? Oh! Do you want me to go in? How do I go in? Is there like a enter button or something? Oh no, I don't know how to go in. Okay, the door opened ever so slightly, but I can't get in there. I can't grab the door. I have a jump button, but I cannot open the door. That's a real shame. Oh god, look how good this looks. It looks so flipping amazing. Right, I noticed that this game has two scenarios, and one is a nighttime scenario. So I'm just going to switch to that and see how much spookier this is, because I was hoping this one would be a tad spookier. Okay, gotta say, the nighttime version, not particularly spooky. I was hoping for a bit of a horror experience here, but I think I overestimated how spooky this abandoned cemetery is. It does look incredible, though. I just wish the nighttime was a bit darker. I mean, this is meant to be nighttime. It's barely nighttime. It's just slightly darker than the daytime one. Mental. Still looks absolutely incredible, though. Look at this. Fantastic. Right, let's jump over to another experience. Let's hop out of the cemetery and into... Lord knows. Who knows what I'll pick next? Every single time I load into a new one of these, it ends up being the most realistic thing I've ever seen. Look at this one. Bloody hell! This is supposed to be like some kind of Russian town? Like Russian apartments in winter? It just looks insanely good. Honestly, the stuff that's like possible with Unreal Engine 4 and 5, I think this is a mixture of these. Like some of these experiences are 5, some of these are 4. I would probably say this one is likely to be 5. I could be wrong, but like, crap. It looks so bloody good. Oh, it's amazing. I can almost feel how cold it is. That's how good this looks. Oh, I can't go down there. I can't go to the little shop. That's a shame. Alright, this one's not going to be a long one then. We can't really do a huge amount here. I just realised I'm moving my HUD with up and down on the right control stick, because I can see the options there. Enable flashlight with F. Press 1 to toggle between night and morning. This must be night, right? It looks very, very dark. Let's see if it's night or morning. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa. Okay, no, that's okay. That's night. That was morning before. All right. Okay, it's very dark now. Jeez, so cool. Literally, like, there's no real point to any of these applications, but if you have a PC that can run them, I would just recommend just coming in and just hanging out in them. Just like the ambient noise, the visual quality, and the performance is actually pretty good. Like for me with the 4090, like I'm boasting about the ridiculous GPU I have there. I don't know what this will be like for other people, but performance is pretty good. Like it's pretty smooth, and it feels like I'm here. It feels like I'm walking through these snowy streets, apart from the enable flashlight with F that I can see constantly down there. Insane. I like this one better at morning. Like the morning one's much nicer, but blimey, if this is morning in Russia, like, does it ever get light? Is it just like this all the time? You've got two default settings. You've got orange or blue. That's it. Absolutely amazing. Right, not a lot to that one. Let's load into the next one. Now this is the first one where I've had to do some tinkering. This was a third-person experience, so I've hidden all these skeletal meshes and turned it into a first-person experience. Now this is an Old West game or slice or environment that you can walk through. This building is very dusty, or it's filled with ghosts. There are little orbs everywhere. I don't know if you can see them. It's crazy. Looks really nice, but the orbs or the little bits of dust, they're a little bit like overkill. But I don't know if that's because of the VR mod kind of rendering them in like a 3D maybe. I don't know. I could be talking out my arse, but they look a bit strange. Okay, let's get out into the actual world. Oh my god, look at that! This one's got like a proper story here. I'm getting like cutscenes and stuff. What the hell? There's my character. Look at him. Badass McGee with his aviators and his hat that I made immediately invisible. In the game options, you have full control over the current weather, choosing from various conditions such as sunny, cloudy, foggy, rainy, stormy or more. That's amazing. That is so cool. Okay, right, let's wander around. This, again, like every time I come into a new one, it ends up being my new favourite because it looks so bloody real. Now this one is definitely Unreal Engine 5. It had a splash screen at the start and it said Unreal Engine 5.2. So, oh man, this one looks beautiful. Flipping hell. Can I go in all these buildings? I can. Okay, this one, performing quite well, but there was just a bit of a stutter just there. I'm getting a vibration in my touch controllers whenever I step, which is really nice. No one here. There's no people here though, which is a bit of a shame. Right, let's carry on walking along the path. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so moving from inside to outside or outside to inside does cause a little bit of a stutter. Flaming Nora. These are some of the best visuals I've ever seen in VR. Holy macaroni! Look at this! The day when VR games all look like this, that's the day when, you know, that's the day when we've made it. We've made it mainstream, because that means people have the money to throw at these VR games to make them look so impressive. Okay, yeah, something's definitely wrong with the weird bits of dust, because this place is filled with them. Unless that's just what old western towns are like. I've never been. Maybe they're all filled with dust from top to bottom. Damn, this is so good looking. I really want to change the weather. I want to make it like stormy. And just like that, it's a rainstorm. Now, I just saw in the settings that this game actually has a first-person mode, and there's like FOV options for it and all sorts. So I didn't actually need to tinker to change this one into first-person. I think that was probably just a button I could have pressed. I have a sprint in this game. Oh my word, this is the best one by far. Look at it. I can change the weather, I can make it rain, I can sprint. It's got funky music. Some like desert dad rock playing in the background. We're having a whale of a time right now. This is what the 4090 is designed for, right? Experiencing M. Crumpler and Son in VR. The good old Crumplers. Lovely people, the Crumplers. Amazing. Right, let me check out one more weather style, and then I'll wrap it up, move to a different one. Now we've got a bloody blizzard. Look at this. This is literally Red Dead Redemption 2 in VR, except there's no one to shoot, and I can't ride a horse or play through a moving, emotional story, because it's just a random Unreal demo, but still, it's pretty bloody cool. Oh, this is so crazy. It's really loud all of a sudden now as well, and I can still hear the dad rock. But now we've got a blizzard. This one's performing the best, I think. I've got this set to high, and it looks amazing. I could go to epic or ultra. Not going to, because I don't want to push my luck, and it's running really well right now, but unbelievable. Look at this. Oh, amazing. I love that you can change the weather in this one. Fantastic. Alright, let's jump into a different experience. Let's go. Can I jump? I can jump. Let's jump into a different experience. Huh? Maybe this was the spooky one I downloaded. This is called Horror Village. It's just got like puddles of blood everywhere and just like arms and bits all over the floor. Not the most visually impressive looking one, this one. And it's another one where you move really fast. I want to skateboard again. Oh, can I go inside the little houses, though? That could be quite scary. Okay, you turn slow, but you move fast. That's fine. We're going to get inside this house if it will let me. Come on, up we go. Whoa. Okay, then maybe that's too dark. That's too dark. It's just too dark. I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. I'm not a madman. I haven't got a death wish. Right, let's go up the path. Now, this is another one which was third person. And I've used the Unreal Engine VR mod tools to push it into first person, which gives me a funky, more immersive viewpoint into this world. Yeah, I'm not super impressed with this one. You know, it's fine. Weird little walled off village, but I was hoping for more from Horror Village. I was hoping for a particularly scary experience, but it's just a bunch of dark rooms and some bloody outdoors areas with like torsos laying on the floor and stuff. This one could have done with some music. Just some ambient sound would have been nice, but it's just dead silent. Still looks really pretty, like still looks better than, you know, like 80% of VR games that are released today. Which I guess is the point of this video, just looking at things with really high quality visuals, but no, it's not the best. Let's quickly move on to a different one here, because this one's a bit of a letdown. Okay, I was warned about this one. This one is running at like 3 frames per second or something ridiculous. It looks absolutely stunning, but I have to move my head really slowly, because if I try to move too fast, it like barely... Oh, it's chugging! My PC's gonna explode! Oh my god. Okay, this looks amazing, but it's like basically unplayable in VR. Oh, I've got to move so slowly. It's all the reflections and the lights. There's so many light sources in this. All those candles on those chandeliers. Bloody hell. It's amazing looking, but I'm moving so slowly because it's really uncomfortable in VR. I think you'd need like a 60-90 or a 70-90 to run this comfortably. Bloody heck. Let's move around for a second. Whoa! Let's break the... Oh my god, it's a blurry mess. Okay, yeah, this is amazing, but it's not working. So we got to get out of here pronto. Okay, when loading into this one, my PC made a noise I've never heard it make before. It was kind of scary, but now that I'm in here, it's actually performing really, really well. This is the Titanic. This is a fully explorable version of the Titanic. I feel just like Rose when she sees Jack standing at the top of these stairs and she's like, yippee, we're reunited, but she's dead at that point. So, you know, it's a bittersweet part of the movie. I'm just thinking, oh my god, this looks amazing. No, it's not those stairs, it's these stairs. These are the stairs that Rose goes up. Silly me. She goes up here and she gives him a big old kiss when she's dead. This looks incredible. This looks absolutely incredible. Oh, I thought there was no noise, but I can hear the ticking of that clock. It's just really quiet. Oh, wow. Look at this. Good lord. Okay, being able to explore stuff like this in VR is seriously bonkers. Is Billy bonkers, and I am all for it. Can I get outside, or am I trapped inside? I want to get out there. Can I open the door? Can I open the door? Oh, okay. I don't think I can open the door. Oh, I did open the door. Pressing A on the door opened it, and now I'm on the deck. Oh, this is so flipping cool. Honestly, I would play like hundreds of these experiences. I would just sit in these all day. There are so many online. Like if you use the Flat to VR Discord channel as your starting point, your launching off pad, there are tons already in the Unreal Engine Experiences tab. It's separate from the Games tab, and they've started to compile loads of these. The download links for them all are there. But if you do your own research and start to look online, you will be able to find tons of Unreal Engine slices like these. Slices of environments that you can wander around in VR or flat screen. If you just want to play it flat, you can do. But I think seeing these in VR in full 3D with the sense of scale, that UEVR provides, and it obviously maps the controls to your touch controllers as well. It's a really special experience. Passengers are not allowed beyond this point. Oh, well, I guess I won't be going beyond that point. Can I just go through any door in this? Is that possible? No. It's certain doors. We can go through certain doors to get into the oh, we're going down here. Oh, we're going to the lower deck. This is bloody amazing. I don't know how big this is. It looks huge. I could be here in the Titanic for a long time. Oh, I don't think I can quite get to the front of the ship to do like the on top of the world thingy-majiggy that old Leonardo DiCaprio does. That's a bit of a shame. I probably could get there if I worked harder at it. But this barrier has stopped me for now. Unbelievably good. I think I've got one more to check out. This one I could spend hours in though. This is huge. Look at it. Look at it. Goes forever. Yeah, I think I've got one more, which is like a lookout tower. It looked a little bit like Firewatch, and then we're done. This might be a longer video than I anticipated because I've played a lot more of these than I thought I would be playing today. And there we. Oh, that might be the bit where he does the "I'm on top of the world" bit. You know, I think that could be it. It looks like the point he would be standing there. You weren't on top of the world for long, though, were you, Jack? You idiot! You died. You turned into a popsicle. Right, let's load up the last one. That is lovely. Look at that. A nice bright one to finish this video off. See why I thought this was a bit like Firewatch? It looks like the Firewatch tower that you spend a lot of your time in that game. Now this one's a bit strange. I don't seem to be attached to a pawn. I seem to be flying around, which is actually quite a cool way to finish the video. Look at me go. I am basically an eagle or a pigeon. I'd probably be more like a pigeon if I was a bird, because I'm a little bit chubby and a little bit chunky and I'm a little bit lazy, and I'm definitely not a bird of prey. That's certainly not my vibe. Now this video has been a bit of a weird one today. I just wanted to check out some of these Unreal Engine experiences, these little slices, these environments that you can load into using UEVR and fly around, explore at your leisure. They are gorgeous environments. They're not games, so there isn't really a purpose to any of these. Can I get in the bloody building? Don't know if I can. Oh, maybe I can. I think I can. Is this actually supposed to be kind of like a realistic Firewatch remake? Potentially. It kind of looks like it might be. Or maybe this is just what all the towers look like if you work in that line of work. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed exploring these environments. They are absolutely stunning. I can't control myself in this one. I'm flying all over the place. They're absolutely stunning, and for me, it's kind of a peek into the potential future of VR games. If VR gets to the level, the size that we all want it to get to, and the investments are there, and people start pumping money into it, and we might start getting games that look like this. You know, if we have teams of a certain size working on it, working with Unreal and bringing this kind of fidelity and scope into virtual reality, it could be absolutely insane, and I hope we do get there. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like, drop a comment down below, and hit subscribe. As always, all the good things, and check out the description for a link to the Flat to VR Discord channel where you can get started with tons of experiences like these. Whoa, this one's cool. It's like it literally is like I'm flying through these trees like some kind of bird. It's a bit weird, whoa, but it's a lot of fun. Right, take care everyone. I'll see you soon for another video. Goodbye. Off I go. Can I fly into the lake? Is that an option? Whoa. Oh, it is, but there's nothing in here and it looks kinda poo. Let's get out. Oh, that's much nicer. How high can I go? How high can I go? Oh, it's a bit scary. Oh, it's a bit scary. Oh, it's very high now. Oh, look at me go. I'm higher than the bloody mountains. This is amazing. Incredible.